Good morning from Cozumel. We got off the ship. What was a very stressful, anxiety-causing morning. Nobody seemed to know what they were doing
at all.
But here we are in Mexico, and the home of all the little sombreros.
Okay.
There are our ships. The Paradise is ours on the right, and then the Triumph on the left, and then that is our shuttle.
The room that we had to meet them in to kind of get ready for excursion, we thought it was like each room that people were meeting was for a different excursion. It was for all the excursions, and the girl holding it was like, didn't even know most of the answers to the questions, super unorganized, not in a cute way or in a funny way, in a frustrating way to us. Kind of annoying, but we're here. It's foggy. I'm sorry, not sorry, but it's humid.
Yeah.
Next to the sea, so that makes it even more special. We're going to be at an ancient city. It's at least 1,000 years old, and of course we're going to walk in the place where the godlike Mayan kings used to live. This place, I really recommend you to use your imagination, because what happened there more than 1,000 years ago was of course fascinating. I don't like my job. I love it because I get to tell this story to people who comes already with an interest in my culture and history. So let me say this to you, mi casa es su casa. You understand? Yes. Welcome to Mexico, everybody. And, well, how was the boat ride? The Mayan guardsmen like you for a reason, because yesterday people was coming out of that ferry looking green and purple. Same pronunciation of many words, very different meaning. Jumbatik means literally the gods will reward you. The Mayans were writing their language, but this was taken away. When the Spanish arrived, they burned all of the books. For the spiritual conquest, you know, this really young scholar from Texas just cracked the Mayan code 15 years ago. Mayan archaeology is only beginning. This is a replica of the one in Germany. There's one in Germany, one in France, and one in Spain. This is one of the first written languages in the world. Sumerians, Egyptians, Chinese, Hindus, and Maya, 5 first civilizations. Worshippers. So every solar cycle that lasts 365 days, you will see 13 full moons, because the moon changes its cycle every 28 days, right, ladies? Why do you think the Mayans worship the goddess of the moon? Because of the cycles that we share, biological fertility cycles. And this tree has a membrane that distributes water very different. I have heard so many tour guides saying, this tree is hollow. No, it's not. It's because of that membrane that it sounds as if it was hollow. I really hope you can hear. Right? Yeah. K-pop tree, the connection between us and the spirit world according to the Maya. They didn't make drums, they didn't make canoes. This tree is sacred, you don't touch it. But they use the fiber, cotton of this tree to make fabrics with. Let's go everybody, let's continue.
Okay, we are in Tulum.
We're in Tulum, and we're walking right now on the tour. We've stopped at a couple of things, like a sacred tree. We stopped in the bathroom, which is very important, and sacred if you have to pee.
The sacred bathroom.
And now we are heading up these steps to what I believe is probably the first ruin. We'll find out.
So, Eileen is much more knowledgeable in this stuff than I am. So I'm mainly here for the ride and the iguanas.
There are lots. Wonderful.
So, Mo, if you're watching this, we're thinking of you with all the lizards.
Mira, que video.
No voy a hablar contigo hasta que tengas.
I didn't want him to jump in.
This is one of the 5 original entrances.
Esto es natural. Así con
Oh my gosh.
We are coming really early, so let's take advantage of this shade, show you a couple of things, and now we start moving around. It will be like 1 minute here or less. By the way.
And approaching the beach. This is the Caribbean Sea right here. We are now headed for the canoe portion. This means that this tree you should not touch.
The Mayan legend says that there was a horrible, mean Maya king. It was so bad and so horrible that when he was buried, that poisonous tree started to grow on top of where he was buried. And then his daughter was a Maya princess. She was very kind to everybody. She was a lovely person. She was buried right next to her father, as a Maya tradition, and these medicine properties trees started to grow on top of her burial. The good one, Chaca, the bad one, Chechen. These two are Mayan names, and there's a Mayan legend of these two trees. I will show you the rubber gum tree as well. Did you know that most of the chewing gum that your relatives, ancestors were able to purchase came from here? Yeah, now it's in. You want to help us? I will stay close. I will try. I know. I'm scared.
Pretty handsome.
Hi, beautiful.
Keep doing that. Hello. Are you going to look?
Yeah. It's about
People there. He was like, I'm just going air conditioning, plenty of room.
We just had lunch.
Tell everybody what we had.
We had some authentic Mayan lunch prepared from authentic Mayans on a wood fire grill. Pork and chicken and guacamole, beans, that kind of thing, rice. What you would expect from Mexico. Pretty good. Authentic tortillas. Those were really good.
Completely homemade, like pounded out
Everything
maize.
was absolutely delicious. I was a little sketchy when I saw the video of this as to whether I would like most of this.
Because the video showed like a big mound of onion, so he's
But it
like,
was
I don't want
delicious.
any onions.
It was delicious. So,
Yeah.
I think we're going to kind of walk around and take some pictures now. Walking around and looking at all of the stonework and the way that they're built.
Yeah, so this is an actual Mayan community. which is just amazing. So no electricity, no nothing. This is where they would have dinners as a community, regardless of us using it for a tour. As a community, this is where they eat. This almost looks like tables, like as if they do school or class or something here is what it looks like, but I really don't know. So we have 5 more minutes here, she just said. It's just gorgeous. It's just road after road after road. It's just, all you hear is birds, and it's a warm but somewhat dry heat here, and all the homes. Bathroom over there, but all the huts and all the homes and stuff are over there.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say except that it's very, very primitive. It's very beautiful. We just had some hyacinth. Is that how you say it? Hyacinth?
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus
That's the hibiscus right
tea.
there.
Made from that plant, which I did not know, but iguanas love. I witnessed it myself. I also was able to see a rubber tree plant, or a rubber gum tree plant,
too.
which
So
is something that
if we were to
produces
squeeze that,
this here, and evidently inside of it creates chewing gum if you rub it together. This one has clearly been eaten by something. It's kind of gross, but it's interesting.
we are getting back to head back to. Just want to say goodbye to Tulum.
Goodbye, Tulum.